So what a peer facilitator is, we are student employees that teach a 50-minute seminar to a class of freshmen of basically how to navigate college, how to navigate College of Charleston, how to succeed overall in life. I feel like a lot of freshmen come in and they become homesick and they do not know how to navigate a new environment, new college experience. So I feel like I have helped them in a way to figure out who they truly are in this college setting.
Being able to start out as a PF as a freshman student, and then in my junior year, I'm seeing the same students that may have been struggling in my first year experience seminar. They are presidents of certain organizations, or they're attending different events on campus when it was so hard to get them to talk or so hard to get them outside of their dorm. That's when I truly knew, yes, I'm definitely making an impact, being able to see my students excel on campus.
I have helped students succeed academically by showing them how to read a syllabus, helping them maintain a professional environment with the professors and with other faculty, by showing them the resources the College of Charleston offers.
Helping them with their transition from high school to college, we were able to help with things such as homesickness, time management, just so many things. Or maybe if you're just having a bad day and you don't feel comfortable talking to a faculty member, you have a peer mentor here that is able to help you, guide you, and assist you.
I feel like especially in this modern world, to set yourself apart, you have to know how to communicate, not just with your boss, but with co-workers. We are all interconnected in this professional environment. So knowing how to communicate effectively and professionally is a soft skill that a lot of jobs are looking for.
A few of the things that I have been able to perform in my daily walks of life as a professional would be certain things such as communication skills. That is very, very important because as a peer facilitator, I was able to learn how to communicate with people from all around the world that had many different walks of life. I have the opportunity to learn how to be more empathetic, to be able to understand when someone's going through a situation, not talking at people, and being able to be a listener, not always having to speak first. Those are a couple of the things that have definitely helped me work with different individuals in offices here, as well as students on campus. But then also learning how to be a companion. That's something that is very, very important when you're starting new relationships with students. In order for them to trust you and have that solid foundation, you have to learn how to greet people with a smile. You have to learn how to get to know each other on a bit more of a personal level, and that's very vital to creating those long-lasting relationships. There's always one story that definitely comes to mind when I'm talking about a story with connecting with a student. You always have the students that come in and they excel with no issue. Then you have some that come in and they need a little bit more nurturing, a little bit more care provided to them. And I had one student that really struggled with getting assignments in on time. They really struggled with coming to class sometimes, and I didn't know what to do to get through to that student. So being able to have that one-on-one conversation with the student outside of the classroom, I was able to show them and be transparent in that moment that I have been where you are right now. We are going through some of the same things, have been through some of the same things, and you have time to fix it, to adjust it. They tightened up their grades, they were more effective, and they weren't afraid to communicate with me when they felt like they needed to do a little bit more self-care. They have a lot on their plate, and that was the reason why they weren't able to really meet the expectation that we had for them at that time.
Last semester, I had a student that had a lot of issues in classes with focusing. He had ADHD, and I told him about the College of Charleston SNAP program, the Center for Disability Services. They had him fill out some paperwork, and he got approved, and now he has extra time on tests. The professors know that he's dealing with ADHD, so I feel like I have successfully impacted him.
So the training that we had for peer facilitators and that we still do have today is pretty different than a lot of the different clubs and organizations on campus and even other departments. And that is because you have to actually take and pass a class that we call TEDU before you even start teaching in the classroom. This is where you're able to learn about different learning styles. You're able to learn how to create those lesson plans, how to learn how to connect with students that may have the complete opposite personality as you. It's very hands-on and it's spread out. And then we also are able to have the weekly ongoing training with team leaders every week, where you're able to come in, get advice from not only the team leader, but also the other peer facilitators. So the fact that it's ongoing with that training and it's spread out was definitely effective.
Being a peer facilitator has made me feel connected to the campus through different ways of understanding the struggles that freshmen go through. Because each class, I have noticed, is different and they have different struggles. So it keeps me honest with the College of Charleston environment and seeing how we are doing with these new freshmen coming in. Knowing their issues has helped me be connected with campus, with College of Charleston.
One thing about a peer facilitator, even though you may have 20 students in a classroom and you may not be able to remember every single one of their names, you are able to make an impact on every single one of those students. Being able to see your students shout your name and say hello, or even reach back out to you for advice, that really did help my social life on campus. Anybody that is interested in becoming a peer facilitator, the first thing that I would like to say is that this is such an rewarding job that you can have on campus. Being able to physically see the fruits of your labor is so rewarding, but also you're not only in this to help the students that you're teaching every day. You will be so amazed to be able to see how your students will be able to allow you to grow. Being able to talk to the director, Jennifer Bradley, or even myself, being able to talk to the other team leaders and peer facilitators, venting about your day and the things that you've experienced, they are always there to help you. They are always there to support you. And even in the midst of you growing, you're able to assist students along the way as well.
It's such a unique job because we are kind of like faculty in the sense that we do teach a freshman class. So if you love teaching, if you love talking to people, if you love helping people, this is the job for you.